Good morning, guys. It's Donna from Lost Closet 12, and I am here with you today with a ship with me video that comes out every Wednesday. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for notification when I upload a new video. I also do weekly Flip Friday videos on Fridays, and on Mondays generally comes out a thrift haul. Most of the time it comes from the Goodwill bins, but I also like to thrift at the red, white, and blue. So yeah, that's what I do. Sometimes I put out a extra research video if something catches my eye and I'm intrigued by it. I'll do some looking up into it, and I will make a video of that. But it's not something I do weekly. Maybe I should start. I don't know. So I have 6 sales. 2 of them I feel like are better than bread and butter. The rest of them are about 20 bucks and under. So, yeah. So we're going to start with the sequin top. It's from Jones, New York. It sold on eBay. I don't understand why sometimes when you're running a sale or accept an offer, it takes a couple days. Like, this sold more than a couple days ago, but I just got paid for it. So box was bothering me. So they paid for it. I actually forgot. I was like, oh yeah, that sold. They never paid me. I mean, it doesn't happen often, so I'm not worried about it. And these, I have 3 Poshmark sales. Let me do my other eBay sale. These are Lala Lopsy. I am butchering it. Little, I don't even know what they are. But I Google Lens them, and they sold, I think, for about 10 bucks. These things are so tiny. Like, I don't think the camera's focusing. But they're like little figures of some sort. They sold, and I'm thinking about 10 bucks. I could be wrong. I never remember what things sold for. And then this, where did this sell? This is a little beat up. I got this at the bins a while ago when it was $1.29. It's a Lucky Brand Ramblin' Rose purse. I think it went a little bit cheaper because there is wear. I was showing, but I wasn't talking. There and there, and it's broken in, but like, it feels so nice. So I think this sold for, I don't know, about 40-50 bucks. The strap is adjustable. I've had this for a while, and I was glad to see it go. I think that was on sale. I was running a sale on eBay. I run sales all the time, and mostly on the weekends. These were a red, white, and blue pickup. They are a tiny size of 6. They sold really quick. I just wrote these. Fit Flop. I never heard of the brand before, but they're super cute for one. They feel well made, and they sold really quick. So if I see this brand Fit Flop again, I will probably, and I like the green, I will probably pick it up again. And these sold. I used the Y2K chunky. These are just candies. I did these in a recent haul video. I know the lighting sucks, and I apologize. But they are a chunky Y2K style boot from Candies. Candies is, in my area, just a mall brand. So nothing, it's not designer, it's nothing special. I listed these for $60, and I took a $45 offer because I don't like to have stuff sit. If you're going to give me a decent offer, I was aiming for about $50, so $45 is okay. I'm happy with that sale, and I almost left them because they were not a brand that I knew that did well. I think, where did I get them? I think I got them at the bins. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait until Flipped Friday to find that out. But I think I got them at the bins. But $45. And if I got them at the red, white, and blue, my average cost is approximately $5. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. But I feel like I got them at the bins, and I feel like my cost was about $3 and change. These are Easy Spirit. Yeah, Easy Spirit 360. I had two pairs. One was a solid gold or silver, I can't remember, and this one's the mixed silver silver and gold. So this one took a little longer to sell, and this was a bins pickup. And that is my shipping for today. And these 3 shoes, the boots, the flip-flops, and these all sold on Poshmark. So I love that because I can use my free priority boxes. And you know, I always say, watch your nickels and dimes, the dollars will take care of themselves. So yeah, so without any further ado, I'm going to get my shipping done, and you join me while I do my shipping. So I told you about this. I like this. I thought that it would sell faster. I feel like I've had it for a little while. But I know that paper is so noisy when I'm editing my videos. I need to like not talk while I'm folding paper. Where? Right, Jones. And again, I forgot my, you know what, I'm gonna go get it, my scale. I'm always leaving it in the room that I'm writing in because I like to weigh my items to make sure that I'm not overestimating or underestimating the shipping, because that's, if you make that mistake either way, it's not good for you. Or if you make it, you know, in favor of the buyer, it's not good for, you know, it's not good for you. And if you make it in favor of yourself, it's not good for the buyer. And I try to, yeah, I'm in it to make money, but I'm not in it to rip people off. Like, I don't want to charge them $8 for shipping when it should have only cost them $6. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I always say I try to treat my buyers the way I want to be treated, and I've been overcharged on shipping before. When I was a new reseller, and I didn't have a understanding of how much stuff would go for, you know, like, I think it was from Maryland. I ordered some boxes or whatever. I ordered some supply for eBay, and I was grossly overcharged. I was thinking it was coming from some other place. So, like California or whatnot. And whenever I order something from California, it takes forever for it to get to me. I don't try not to do that. I did order my jewelry boxes from a California buyer. I need, and I don't have any left. I just stick them in the jewelry box. They'll fit, right? Little jewelry box, and then a poly bag. And I ripped these apart, and I put my things in there, and then put my little top on, and that way it's secure. I'm gonna have to change my tape again. I'll show you. So it looks like that. So they're protected both ways. So I do have to order different size jewelry boxes for like the chunkier necklaces. And I should do that before Q4, because this is like, I'm very new to selling jewelry, and I don't know if that's something that will sell. Here we go. I'm not sure if that's something that will sell well through Q4. I don't know if jewelry is something that people purchase for gifts. Used jewelry, maybe new jewelry, but I don't know about used. I mean, I wouldn't mind used, but you know, some people don't. And I'm just gonna stick it in the bag like that, easy peasy. And then this guy, you're gonna put the box. And I'm gonna watch me climb up there. I know I need to organize this room. There are the big boxes. There we go. Nope, this is a bigger box. Yeah, I thought they were smaller boxes. What is this? I'll use this box. I really need not to have my jewelry, my boxes where I have to climb to get them, because, you know, for a lot of reasons, I should move them to a lower shelf. But then I don't want my inventory up there, because if it falls, it'll break. But if I fall, I might break. So excuse the noise. I like this purse. If I carried around big handbags often, I probably would have kept it. But if you can find that Lucky Brand Ramblin' Rose in good condition, it's probably a pickup, because some of the comps in really good condition were over $100. So, but I had this for about a year, so maybe they changed, I don't know. So when I have a lot of room, there I go, making the noise again while I'm talking, and you guys can't hear me. So I'm gonna put this in because there's extra room, and I'm not gonna talk because you can't hear me. I give it a shake. It's okay. And here on this box, you see where, I don't know if you can see it, but the tape was just ripped off. I don't know if this was a box I broke down or if someone else broke it down for me, but yeah, I try not to do that. I try to keep the boxes nice. I should invest in a bigger scale. I will. It weighs over a pound. Which I knew that. And I'm just writing what's in the box, so when I go to do my shipping, you know, maybe one day I'll have my shipping, my printer and my computer all up here after I get all of this, and it'll be like one sweep instead of taking it downstairs. Like I go, oh, my inventory is downstairs, and I bring it up here to ship it, and then I take it downstairs and I print my labels. It doesn't make, it's not a good way to do things, but it's the way I do things. Maybe the boots will fit without me altering the box. Let's see. And they do. They fit right in. Now, if I have to make the box longer, I just fold this over like this, and I draw a line on both sides, and then I do the same on this side, and then I cut that, and then just on the flaps, and then the box will be longer. Maybe this boot season, I'm sure I'll have to do that, and I will video that, even if I don't have to do it on a ship with me. Maybe I'll make a short little video how I ship boots in priority boxes. You can do that with any box. You can make any box longer, but that's pretty much the only thing I'm good at, like when it comes to adjusting the shape or size of a box. And these, I'm going to make sure there's plenty of padding in between the boots so they don't crunch each other up. That's completely covered, and I'm going to put a piece of paper on top and then do the same on the other piece. But they're going to be flipped the other way, so the heels are not touching and gouging the leather. These are really nice. Y2K. Goth, I think I use the word goth. And Y2K, I use the word chunky. So, there's a reseller I like to watch. She does a lot of style-based pickups, and she does really, really well. And she's a lot of fun to watch. Mama on a Mission, I think her name is Kimmy, and I really do enjoy, even if I'm not watching, like she's playing in the background, and then sometimes I gotta stop what I'm doing to click to the next tab that she's on and see what she's talking about. She has taught me quite a bit, and I just love how positive she is. Like, I feel like people are just negative. They're just, ugh. And if you are around that and you listen to that like all the time, I feel like that's gonna like stick to you a little bit. So I like to watch the positive people, you know, not that they don't have problems or issues that they have to deal with, but when they're talking about them, they're like, this is what happened and this is how I fixed it. That, you know, that's, I don't mind that. Like, we all have problems. But if you're gonna hem and haw and blah about it, no. I'd rather listen to someone who offers a solution to their problem or comes up with one and shares it. That's just me, and I'm just going to write Y2K on these because I'll know what they are. Maybe I write boots because you never know. Sometimes I don't know the word, I don't want to be mean to myself, but forgetful, or things slip my mind easily. Let's leave it at that. And I'm aware. But, so I have my little things. I'm going to start making myself a list of things I want to do. I picked up some curtains at the bins. They're sheer, and they have like little butterflies and swirly things embroidered on them, and they're just so beautiful, but they need an OxyClean soak. And I'm like, I'm gonna OxyClean these tomorrow. I'm gonna OxyClean these tomorrow. And I just get wrapped up in what I'm doing. I keep forgetting. So when I'm done this, that's what I'm gonna do. Just OxyClean my curtains. These might fit in a padded flat, right? Maybe. What do you guys think? Should I give it a try? I'm gonna say no. Now that I'm not, because they're too high. So let's see what we got here. And I don't think this is going to be wide enough either, but I'm going to, since I've went this far, I'm going to try and maybe, yeah. So what I'm going to do, yeah, I don't like cutting down the boxes because I'm not good at it. So there are people who can cut these down perfect. I've tried so many times and I don't feel like trying on camera. So I'm just going to put paper in there. So pardon the noise again. And you put a little on each side. So it'll give it more padding. And these, I feel like the tape is not that great. I always, the sticky glue tab thing, I feel like it could be better, especially if you order your boxes ahead of time. You know, like I order a lot, like I order enough for the Q4, then I order again for the summer, not as heavy, and then they sit for a couple months, and sometimes the temperature will fluctuate, you get hot, get cold, you know, especially when I had a storage area downstairs and they were near a window and the light would come in and then it would get dark, and I felt like then the sticky didn't work on any of them. So that's why I tape it. Like the temperature changes, you know, if your house, you know, if you keep it not freezing cold or super hot all the time, like it changes during the weather, it might affect the glue. And these were the Fit flops. And last but not least, these lovely shoes. I kind of like them. I bet they're too big for me. I bet they're nice to wear. These, they're going to be too long to put in a padded flat right. So, I mean, they're probably flat enough, but they're too long, I'm quite sure. But since I'm talking about it, I'm going to try it. Yeah, I would have to like crush it. See, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to put it in one of the bags. And where are the bags? Here they are. And these two, these tie back bags are the sticky never. So sometimes I'll put something in a tie back bag and be like, oh, that's not going to make it. And I'll slip it into a box. You can do that. You can, I mean, I wouldn't put something in a padded flat rate envelope and then put it in a box because that's a padded flat rate that has a separate charge. But I put this in these type of boxes before. And, yeah, if I feel like it's not good. Did I write? I did. And these are E360. And that is it for my shipping today. And I want to thank you guys for watching to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. It would help my channel a lot. I'm up to 19 subscribers. It's a slow go. I mean, I felt like it would have happened a little faster, but you know, I had 1, then 2, and then 9, and then I sat at 9 forever. I'm like, oh, I'm almost to double digits. And now I'm almost up to 20. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm okay with that. I'm not upset. When I kind of had like a little trip, I'm like, oh, I'm up to 19. So it was the last time I looked, I think I was up to like 11 or 12 or in that ballpark somewhere. So yeah, I appreciate you guys liking, commenting, and if you're a subscriber, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my sales. So until next, what is this, Wednesday? Until next Wednesday, have a good week thrifting and good week on your sales. And